AM 560. The answer.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Down to Junior's mall.
Oh, so many good callers. Mitchell, Desplains.
Hey, Shaun, love Paul McCartney and the Wings. You know, our generation.
Big fan.
I don't know.
His wife was skinny, though. You can't get this girl a sandwich? You let her eat that? Not, whatever.
By the way, Linda, was from the famous family, the Kodak family, and she plays a huge role. What Paul McCartney was a guy named, his real name is Billy Shepherd. And she was able to basically, make sure the certain camera angles because that was a different person. And I know that for a fact.
Look at you. All right.
Okay.
I never trust the skinny ones either. Go ahead.
Right. So you're talking about Henry Kissinger. Henry Kissinger goes to this young guy named Epstein and gives him a full referral to the Trilateral Commission. Now, we already know that he was part of the Rockefeller Commission. So Kissinger, who's not a dumb cookie, very intelligent, and I've always liked him and Nixon, they saw something in Epstein. So understand, Hillary Clinton, was part of the impeachment process of Nixon in 1974 called the C. Van Woodward Report. She got kicked off because they thought she couldn't be trusted.
I'm going to tell you something, because I know how your brain works. I get it, the little counterclockwise. But here's the thing. You mark my words. You saw what he did in Venezuela, and I'm talking about Trump, right? Ripping apart the CIA, Smartmatic, Dominion, ripping up that cabal of corruption that existed that enriched the Clintons, right? Mena, Arkansas, the Plains, the cartels, the whole 9 yards. You're ripping it apart. Now, Epstein was a part of stoking the theocracy in Iran. He worked both sides of that fence. You know that, right?
Yeah.
BCCI was involved in some of the most sensitive intelligence operations of the Reagan-Bush years. Oh, that's exactly when Epstein went out on his own, including the secret sale of arms to Iran. Oh, you mean the ones where the chief middleman was Jeffrey Epstein's client, Adnan Khashoggi, and the U.S. side of the arms transaction was run by Jeffrey Epstein's fucking roommate, Stan Pottinger, and the British side was run by Jeffrey Epstein's fucking London partner that he flew out to London to do the deals with, and who, by the way, was the head of Israeli military intelligence on the Israeli side of this, Ehud Barak, who Jeffrey Epstein would meet with 45 times, do business deals together in Mongolia, Cote d'Ivoire, the United States, Israel, Russia. You have the top people involved in Iran-Contra from all four of the main countries associated with the action.
He's going to rip that apart, too. Telling you right now. When you see those ships, believe me, I'll be surprised if Iran makes it through the evening. Well, now you guys are going to get to figure out if you were right about the virgins. Who wants virgins anyway? I need experience, Mitchell. Thank you. John, Chicago.
Hey, Shaun. I was gonna bring up something else about the cartels real quick. I know it probably isn't your favorite topic, but I just want to tell everybody there's so many similarities to what's going on here and what Trump's going to be doing in Mexico. Jolly old Mexico. It's just something to behold because people can drag out some of the truths by just simply paying attention to some of the nuances that are happening.
I agree.
And that are going to happen over there. It's
John,
uncanny.
One of the best things about being a kid when I was a kid is that a lot of people came from Mexico directly, right? They would start out, they just got here and they would get legal, but they didn't get here legal, right? So I lived through that whole thing, right? And all of these guys from Mexico specifically, we all hung around, right? We all grew up. When they started to tell stories about how corrupt Mexico was, and I'm talking back then, let alone now, and how the presidents and the police, and there's nowhere to go. If you're honest, you're done. And that has been perfected for generations. There is no government in Mexico. There's cartels, and that's it. Now, they pose as government, but who really controls the movement of everything are the cartels. So it's going to be interesting. I'll tell you what, John, this is why I say this is the best time to be alive. This is the closest we can ever get to ripping out these systemic roots of fraud and corruption. This is it. And it's ironic that it's going to be this guy. I love it. I'm having the time of my life, John.
Let me ask you another awesome thing about being a kid is hearing old guys from the town saying, what do you know? What do you say? And hey, Shaun, when's the last time you heard somebody say, hey, Lala Pants?
Yeah.
Right? Adios.
I mean, you too. Thank you. 1978. And it was, there was a guy, Percy and Jim, across from Royal Pipe. That's what they used to say. What do you know? What do you say? Terry, Chicago.
Hey, Shaun, when I heard that guy from Skokie, Zachary, I thought of that line, got a battleship mouth and a rowboat ass, and don't let your mouth write you a check.
Are you kidding me? When Other Brothers and Madigan's was closed and we didn't have enough money in our pocket, you know where we went to get clothes? Skokie. You know what we paid? Nothing. I probably graduated high school in his brother's coat. Thank you very much. Andrew, Cherville, Indiana.
What do you get when you cross J.B. Pritzker and a robot?
A rash.
Heavy metal.
Oh, but no, he's on the Ozempic now. And you know what I love about his commercials, Andrew? I don't know if you've seen him in Cherville. He pretends he exercises. That's how he lost the weight. The scumbag with that big giant head. He could do a push-up. For every push-up you do, I'll do 10. You want to make that bet? I'll bet you, I don't know, 40,000. You want to make the bet? I don't think you do, fat boy. I'll tell you what. I love it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what? Things are turning around. Philadelphia, the people are finally sick and tired of it.
It's amazing how I needed a photo ID to come into City Hall today. It's amazing how all in the black neighborhoods, the Democrats allow all of these liquor stores to remain. You have to have photo ID to go buy alcohol. It's amazing. For the years and the generations, y'all want families to raise kids and families on Section 8 housing, welfare, cash assistance. You need photo ID to get all of these things. So this is all thanks to Democrat support. We want Governor Josh Shapiro to clean up the voter rolls.
Sounds like me. Non-Caucasoid, because he's a man with integrity who wants honesty. You know who doesn't? A Republican that they want you to believe can still function. Can't talk anymore, but they want you to believe he's a sitting senator instead of what he really is, a picture of corporatism, corruption, and Fabian control.
McConnell, can you give us some information on why you blocked the SAVE Act, or any information on your thoughts on what Rep. Tim Burchett said about staffers running your office?
Oh, honey, he can't talk anymore. He's trying to figure out what that squishy stuff is in his pants. He can't talk anymore. And mark this. Win, lose, or draw, which I predict this scum and the Democrat thieves will forbid the voter rolls from being clean, will forbid the good areas from monitoring the scum mafia-controlled areas. Mitch McConnell, after he's taken a dirt nap, go through every building with his name on it, every policy and every penny that he hid for a half a century, because that's one of the richest son of a guns you've ever even watched get dragged around in soiled pants. Far richer than Heidner. Far richer than Pritzker. You just don't know it. Mitch McConnell made his money the old-fashioned way. He stole it from policies that he created. 312-642-5600.
Broadcasting from the petri dish of corruption known as the state of Illinois.
In the upper Midwest, the nation, and around the world.
This is the Shaun Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.